Happy Memorial Day. I'm Matt Stanley, co-founder of FreeLifeFood, where reading labels is optional. Today is Monday, Memorial Day, and there's a lot of memories going on. But there's also a lot of being in our own world as well, and that's what today's segment is about. Today I wanted to talk about thinking outside of ourselves. Remembering that others are suffering, others are having troubles. Even if we are, they are as well, and we're not always aware of that. Last Friday, I had to drive my wife to a hospital to have a special operation because we lost identical twins at 12 weeks. It's been kind of a rough time over here, but on our way to the hospital to have this procedure done, we're very sad. We're dealing with the loss. But then I see on our way to the hospital a car wreck. It didn't look major, that anyone was hurt, but the front end of one of the cars was pretty messed up, and I thought, man, I remember the last time I got in a car wreck, I thought the world ended. And I thought about, no one knows that I'm in my van driving to the hospital to have all this done. No one knows what you're going through when you're at the hospital. When I'm sitting there dealing with the 4 children we already have, going crazy because they want to move around and do their thing. No one knows what my wife's going through or why we're there. Some people are having standard, operations for other things, or some people are there in the emergency room. The point being, just a lot of times with our celiac, our diabetes, our food allergies, when we're shopping to get our special food, when we're out trying to find a place to eat or try, we get stuck in our own head. We get stuck in our own bubble, in our own house, and we a lot of times forget that there's someone else out there having a problem that we're not even aware of. So the message from us here today at FreeLifeFood is just be kind to one another, especially today and this week. Try to spread the kindness. When something happens, don't automatically jump to anger or judgment. Try to respond in kindness. It was clearly an accident. You didn't mean to do that, whatever. Respond with kindness. Try to help someone out, Just try to think outside of yourself this week and try to help others. Reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a while. Just make sure they're doing okay. If you see someone struggling, just ask if they could use a hand getting the groceries in the car or whatever. And especially if you see an armed forces person or even some other sort of service member, especially military, but any of them, tell them thank you. I'm not the biggest fan of certain service people locally, but that's because of my own personal judgments and experiences. But I still say thank you because they're voluntarily wearing that military uniform to defend us. They're willingly wearing the badge to protect us in our cities and our states. They're willingly protecting us from the fires and from whatever. They're putting their family, their life on hold to protect us so we can have ours. So whether it's military, fire, police, community officers, tell them thank you. Let them know that you appreciate their service. And like I said, think outside of the box for this week. Think outside of yourself. Realize that someone across the street or whatever, is maybe having a rougher day than you. Someone might be suicidal or depressed or just not aware that they're a celiac and they're in a brain fog and just spacing out, and they need help. I'm not saying go beyond yourself. If you're not a doctor or someone, don't do anything medical, but just be aware that someone might be having issues. 10 pounds is 10 pounds for everybody, but what I find is hard might not be hard for you, or what's hard for you might not be hard for me. So I'm not asking you carry someone else's weight, but just be kind to one another. So I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope there's all kinds of really good barbecues out there that are allergy-free, sugar-free, and gluten-free, that we get the news out there that we celebrate being America today, regardless of anything. We are in the land of the free to be who we want to be in any aspect of life. Whether it's medical, personal, mental, we're free to be us because of what people have done for us. So be kind, be nice to each other, have a great week. And as always, thank you for watching. Comment below, let us know what you think of our videos. Hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you get notifications. Check out our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, this is another production from FreeLifeFood where reading labels is optional.